You were running late. Someone drove slowly in front of you. And suddenly, you were furious. Not annoyed, furious over a stranger driving slowly. Or maybe someone chewed too loudly. Or left a dish in the sink. Or said one wrong word. And something inside you just snapped. And the worst part? 5 minutes later, you felt embarrassed. Because you knew it was a small thing. Your brain knew it too. So why did it react like your life was in danger? That is exactly what this video is about. And I promise, by the end of this, you will never look at your anger the same way again. If that sounds interesting, hit subscribe right now. We explain one weird human behavior every single week.
Let us go back, way back, not to your childhood, not to last year, back to when your ancestors were living on an open savanna with no walls, no police, no safety net of any kind.
In that world, a threat had to be dealt with immediately. There was no time to think, no time to analyze. Your heart raced, your muscles tensed, you were ready to fight or run. Scientists call this the amygdala hijack. Your amygdala, the ancient threat detection center of your brain, fires before your rational thinking brain even knows what is happening. It acts first. It asks questions never. The problem is your amygdala cannot tell the difference between a lion chasing you and your colleague sending you a passive-aggressive email. To your ancient brain, a threat is a threat. And here is where it gets even more interesting. Research by psychologist Roy Baumeister showed that humans have something called ego depletion. The more decisions you make throughout the day, the more tired your rational brain amygdala gets even more controlled. This is why you are significantly more likely to snap at someone in the evening than in the morning. It is why arguments happen after long workdays. Your self-control was not weak, it was simply used up. There is also something called a trigger stack. One small annoyance alone would not set you off. That is a stack. Each trigger adds to the last, until this tips. So that person who snapped over a dish in the sink, they were not actually angry about the dish. The dish was just the last block on a very tall stack. Now here is what you can actually do about it. And this is the part most people skip, which is exactly why they keep having the same arguments over and over. By the way, if this is making sense so far, subscribe. There is a lot more where this came from. First, name it. Neuroscientist Matthew Lieberman at UCLA found that simply labeling your emotions, saying to yourself, "I am angry," reduces amygdala activity significantly. Second, buy yourself 90 seconds. Dr. Jill Bolte-Taylor discovered that the chemical flood that causes angers your bloodstream in just 90 seconds if you do not feed it 90 seconds. That is all it takes. Third, check your stack. Before you react, ask yourself, is this actually about this moment, the last one? Most of the time, the honest answer will surprise you. Your anger is not a character flaw. It is an ancient alarm system that saved your ancestors' lives for 2 million years. You just need to remind it that a slow driver is not a lion. And that takes practice, not perfection. If this changed how you think about your own anger, subscribe. Every week we take one thing about human behavior that confuses or frustrates you, and we explain exactly why your brain does it. Your brain will thank you.